After 17 music show performances and 10 fan signs, on top of the usual radio show appearances and other promotional shows, the kids aren't wasting time shifting gears to prepare for the European leg of their Unveil tour. But first, let's take a beat to gab with them. We talk all the time about how grueling the kids' schedule is, and while we never really know what's going on behind the scenes, this week at least gives the appearance of some stillness as the kids have finished the last of their Yellowwood promo with a Coax fan sign this week. While we're reflecting anyway, it's important to remember that many of the kids have side gigs running alongside their regular schedules. Hyunjin, Felix, and Singmin are all regular MCs for different shows, and Ian is still in high school. Even when there are breaks, Stray Kids are still hustling. All to say it's impressive that the kids chose to sit down with Stays this week for an hour-long V Live. This was under the guise of being a mukbang live, but what it really turned into was a moment to touch base with Stray Kids as they reflected on the latest chapter that they had finished. So for time travel this week, we're dialing into this particular moment because while Stays may reminisce with one another constantly, it's much rarer for us to hear about nostalgic moments with the kids themselves. This live started out in usual chaotic fashion, giving the effect of Stay sitting down with Stray Kids at the end of the day to chat over some substantial snacks. The kids tossed around wordplay games and let Stay know what they thought of Day 6's comeback. They also passed around a stack of questions that staff had prepared for them, which gave us a few stories that became instant legend. Like how Han can and does sleep anywhere, notoriously falling asleep while he was at the salon. When he woke up, he wasn't just surprised to find that he had missed 3 calls, but that everyone working in the salon had gone home and left him to rest. We also find out Chan drinks at least 2 liters of water every day, which earns him the nickname Poseidon, especially given his love of the sea and his penchant for swimming at every and any opportunity. Even though they had initially been set up with written prompts, this live really transitioned into a chat with Stray Kids, where it's not hard to imagine they felt they had a unique opportunity to talk about things they knew Stay would love to be included in. Like how hard it is to nail a recording that's up to their individual standards, monitoring their performances and tracking where the cameras are while they're on stage. It turns out Felix is the best at seeming to always know where to look to capture the best angles. Changbin shared a story, which he jokes about now, when the kids covered It's Raining for KCON in Thailand 2018. He worked so hard on the choreography and was trying to serve his coolest expressions on stage, but in the end didn't get a single close-up from the cameras. Listening to the kids talk about this, we gain new perspective on how targeted their performances have to be when they're filmed. And by extension, we can imagine how freeing it must be to perform live in concert when they can just be fully present with Stays. The kids make light of all of this, teasing Changbin for his thwarted efforts at KCON, but it also didn't stop there. Stays had been teasing Bin relentlessly over dropping his birthday cake on stage the year before, and just like Stray Kids, we won't waste the opportunity to pile on here either. Don't worry. I know, you know, we know, and Lino knows it was all the cake's fault. Jokes or not, our Binny can do no wrong. Towards the end of the live, a few of the kids went around saying what was most memorable for them over the Yellowwood promotion period. For Felix, it was the pride he felt during their first Side Effects stage performance, and for Ian, it was the same, but also realizing Stays in the audience were so stunned by seeing the performance for the first time they forgot the fan chant. In classic Menace fashion, Singmin's favorite memory was watching Lino accidentally fling his headset off mid-performance for the entire first week of promo, leading Minho to modify his choreography just to keep his mic from flying. Lino looked back with particular fondness on the 12-hour day that Stray Kids spent filming the Side Effects performance video. What would have been a long day for anyone was made light by the endless pranks the kids pulled and the good food on set. And finally for Chan, it was recording the Yellowwood trailer and TMT music videos in LA that really stuck with him, especially the clear skyline that lent drama to their rooftop scene and the gorgeous weather they were able to leverage to fit the mood of TMT. All to say, the TLDR of this week is, we got to get cozy with Stray Kids, which is one of our favorite things, and it's also why we spend so much time in Chan's room, where we see him so generously, just as he is. We'll meet you there this Sunday at 11 p.m. KST to rewatch episode 29 together. I'll see you then.